Good morning, students. Now, today we discuss the classification of elements and periodic table. Classification of elements, periodic table. This is the seventh lesson in your textbook. This is the seventh lesson. Classification of elements and periodic table. Already we learned in the last class the variation of atomic radius, ionization energy, electron affinity and electronegativity in a group and in a period. In a group and in a period. Top to bottom in a group, atomic radius is increases. This is because size of atom is increases. Left to right, size of atom increases. This is because addition of an extra shell from one element to another element in a group. So atomic size or atomic radius is increases. Left to right in a period, atomic size, radius is decreases. This is because addition of more shells in the same main shell. Then the nuclear attractive power, positive charge, increases over the valence electrons. That's why the size of atom is decreases. Okay, next ionization energy. From top to bottom in a group, ionization energy is decreases. This is because size of atom is increases. Left to right in a period, ionization energy is increases. This is because size of atom is decreases. Top to what is meant by ionization energy? The minimum energy is required to remove an electron from its outermost orbit or shell. What is my atomic radius? The distance between center of the nucleus and outermost orbit or shell, it is called atomic radius. Next, electron affinity. What is meant by electron affinity? Atomic radius is measured in angstrom. 1 angstrom equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeter or 10 power minus 10 meters. Or angstrom also measured in picometers. In your textbook, give the picometers. 1 picometer equal to 10 power minus 12 meters. Ionization energy is measured in electron volt EV or kilocalorie per mole. Electron affinity. The amount of energy is released when an electron is added to its neutral gaseous atom. It is called electron affinity. It is also measured in electron volt or kilocalorie per mole or kilocalorie per mole. The top to bottom in a group, electron affinity properties decreases. This is because size of atom is increases. Left to right in a period, electron affinity is increases. This is because size of atom is decreases. Next one, electronegativity. The relative tendency of atom to attract the electrons towards itself. It bonded with another atom of element. The Millikan definition of electronegativity is the average of ionization energy and electron affinity is the electronegativity. Electronegativity is called ionization energy plus electron affinity divided by 2. That is the average. Okay. Highest electronegativity element is fluorine, introduced by Pauling introduced the electronegativity values of some elements based on their bond energies. Okay, students, we learned in the last class. Electronegativity also measured in electron volt. Now, factors affecting the ionization energy and electron affinity. Which factors affect the ionization energy and electron affinity? First one is nuclear charge. First one is nuclear charge. Second one is screening effect. Or shielding effect. Screening effect or shielding effect. Third one is penetrating power. Penetration power and penetrating power. Fourth one is stable configuration. Fourth one is stable configuration. Fifth one is atomic radius. Atomic radius. Atomic radius. Now look at the board, students. First one, nuclear charge. Affect the factors affecting ionization energy. Ionization. Ionization energy. And ionization energy and electron affinity. Electron affinity. Factors affecting the ionization energy and electron affinity. First factor, nuclear charge. If nuclear charge increases, the size of atom is decreases. If size of atom decreases, ionization energy is increases. If nuclear charge, more ionization energy and electron affinity. If nuclear charge increases, ionization energy increases and electron affinity also increases. That is the nuclear charge. Second one, screening effect or shielding effect. Screening effect or shielding effect. This is the structure of atom. We know this is the structure of atom. First shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell. First shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell. The shells contain number of electrons. Shells contain electrons. The revolving path of electron is called shell or orbit. The revolving path of electron is called shell or orbit. So this is the structure of atom. Structure of atom. Shielding effect or screening effect or shielding effect means more shells with electrons. More shells with electrons between nucleus and outermost orbit. Between nucleus and outermost orbit, more shells containing electrons or with electrons between nucleus and outermost shell or valence shell. This effect is called screening effect or shielding effect. More shells with electrons between nucleus and outermost shell. This effect is called screening effect or shielding effect. If screening effect or shielding effect increases, atomic size also increases. If atomic size increases, ionization energy decreases. Electron affinity also decreases. If screening effect or shielding effect increases, ionization energy and electron affinity decreases. If screening effect or shielding effect decreases, atom contain minimum shells between nucleus and outermost orbit. That is, the size of atom is decreases. Thus, if size of atom decreases, ionization energy and electron affinity increases. So totally, the screening effect or shielding effect is more shells, number of shells with electrons between nucleus and outermost shell. This effect is called screening effect or shielding effect. More screening effect or shielding effect, less ionization energy and electron affinity. That is a screening effect or shielding effect. Third one, penetrating power. Penetrating means చొచ్చుకొని పోవుట, న్యూక్లియస్ దగ్గరగా రావడం. Penetrating power. Orbitals containing in the same main shell. 4 orbitals containing in the same main shell. For example, 4s. For example, 4s greater than 4p, greater than 4d, greater than 4f. 4. This is 4. This is the fourth shell. Sp,d orbitals are present in fourth shell. Orbitals are in same main shell. Main shell. The first orbital is 4s orbital. 4s orbital has the more penetrating power. Nucleus కు దగ్గరగా వస్తది 4s orbital. 4s orbital has a more penetrating power than 4f orbital. 4s orbital has a more penetrating power than 4f orbital. 4f orbital, that is the penetrating power. Example, 4s greater than, penetrating power ఎక్కువ, దేనికంటే greater than 4f, greater than 4d, greater than 4f, that is the penetrating power. Next one, stable configuration. Stable configuration. For example, oxygen atomic number 8, nitrogen atomic number 7. Nitrogen atomic number 7. Okay, it is easy to remove an electron from oxygen atom than nitrogen atom. Nitrogen atom కంటే, atom లో నుంచి కంటే oxygen atom లో నుంచి electron ని remove చేయడం easy. Generally, nitrogen the electron is removed from nitrogen is it is easy to remove electron from nitrogen to oxygen, but practically it is easy to remove an electron from oxygen atom than nitrogen atom, because nitrogen has half filled configuration, electronic configuration, that is 7 1s 7. This is 1s1, 2 electrons contain 2 electron, 1s orbital. This is 2s orbital containing 2 electron, 2s orbital. This is the p orbital. P orbital is divided into 3 suborbital. Px, 2px containing 1 electron, 2py containing another electron, 2pz containing another electron. So this is the degenerate orbital. Except s orbital, the remaining all orbitals are degenerating orbitals. This is the half filled. Half filled means 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3. The maximum number of electrons present in p orbital is 6. P orbital is 6. Okay, 6. But here the p orbital contain 3 electrons. Half filled. P orbital filled with 3 electrons. So stable configuration. Stable element next to inert gases. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. We know these are the inert gases, noble gases, zero group gases. Next to the stable element next to inert gases is nitrogen. Nitrogen is a stable element. That is the stable configuration. Next one, atomic radius. We know atomic radius increases, ionization energy or electron affinity is decreases. If stable configuration increases, ionization energy, electron affinity also increases. Stable configuration increases, electron affinity, ionization energy also increases. Here atomic radius. If atomic radius increases, ionization energy and electron affinity is decreases. Okay, students. Next one, metals and non-metals. 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 All of you students, take your textbooks, page number 137. This is the modern periodic table, long form of periodic table, or Moser periodic table. We know the definition. The physical and chemical properties of elements are the periodic functions of their electronic configuration. That is the definition of a modern periodic table. Here, in this periodic table, strong metals are present at left side of the periodic table. That is 1A group, and 2A group. 1A group and 2A group. Strong non-metals are present at right side of the periodic table. 6th A group and 7th A group. 6th A, 7th A and 8th A are also strong non-metals. Strong metals are present at the left side of the periodic table. Strong non-metals are present at the right side of the periodic table. 1A, 2A group elements are called strong metals. 7A, 6A, 7A, 8A group elements are called strong metals. These D block elements are also these entire D block elements are metals. 1B2, 8B. Entire D block elements are metals. D block elements and F block elements also metals. Among these all metals, the strongest metal is the strongest metals are present in 1A and 2A groups. 1A and 2A groups. We see students. We go from top to bottom in a group. Top to bottom in a group. Metallic properties gradually increases. Metallic property gradually increases. Top to bottom in a group. Left to right in a period. Metallic property decreases and non-metallic property is increases. For example, second period contain lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. These are elements of second period. Belongs to second period. From left to right in a period, metallic property is decreases and non-metallic property, non-metal means gases, non-metallic property is increases. Here lithium strong metal, beryllium metal, boron is a intermediate between metals and non-metals. Boron is a metalloids. Metalloids means boron, silicon, germanium, and AS means arsenic. These are called semi-metals. Or semiconductors or metalloids. Semiconductors or metalloids. So boron, silicon, germanium, arsenics are called semi-metals, intermediate between metals and non-metals, called semi-metals. Boron, silicon, or germanium, arsenics. We use these semi-metals in all electronic instruments, PCB. And all electronic instruments contain one board, motherboard, that is called PCB, means printed circuit board. Okay, here lithium, so beryllium, metals. This is a metalloid, semi-metal. Carbon, non-metal. Nitrogen, non-metal. Oxygen, non-metal. Fluorine, non-metal. Neon also non-metal. So left to right in a period, metallic property is decreases, non-metallic property is increases. Top to bottom in a group. For example, we examine the third year group. We examine the third year group. Third year group contain third group 3A group contain boron. 3A or 4th A. Take example of 4th A group. First one carbon. Next one silicon. Next one germanium. Next one SN stannum. Next one PB plumbum, lead. That name of plumbum is lead is plumbum. So symbol of PB. Top to bottom in a group, metallic property is increases. Carbon is a non-metal. Silicon, germaniums are the metalloids or semi-metals. Semi-metals. Stannum is a metal. Lead, plumbum is also metals. So top to bottom in any group, metallic property is increases. Non-metallic property is decreases. Okay students, left to right in a period, metallic property decreases, non-metallic property increases. Top to bottom in a group, metallic property increases, non-metallic property decreases. Non-metal, semi-metal and metals. Top to bottom any group, metallic property increases, non-metallic property decreases. Boron, silicon, germanium and arsenic, most important elements students. These are called semi-metals, semiconductors or metalloids. Okay students, this lesson is completed. I will start the new lesson in the next class. Okay, thank you.